let's not talk about the heart that Tyson has to go in the. Anybody would have canceled. Tyson goes up there and fights Usyk. Unbelievable. So I really see this fight as a 50-50 fight, but I have to give
Fury like he did him. You know, so Usyk has made me a believer.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's made me a believer. I think that he'll upstage.
The world can't just keep the Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk rematch away from their mouths. It's so great to see the year closed in what could really be the fight of the year. The topic of who wins this rematch has aroused responses from different boxing professionals, and new responses from your favorite boxers and boxing legends keep coming weekly. Mike Tyson has thrown his unwavering support behind Tyson Fury, declaring his belief that the Gypsy King will come out victorious in his rematch with Oleksandr Usyk later this month.
To that fight. That's going to be an interesting fight. I'm going towards Tyson Fury because I think he's just going to overpower him. He's going to catch up with him and overpower him. That's what I think. I could be wrong. Little guys are difficult to fight because they're harder to hit, because they're small.
Despite Fury's previous loss to Usyk and the Ukrainian claiming a historic victory to become the first unified heavyweight champion since the legendary Lennox Lewis, Tyson remains loyal to Fury, with the World Boxing Association, International Boxing Federation, World Boxing Organization, International Boxing Organization, and the ring titles at stake back in May. Usyk took home the titles via split decision, sending shockwaves throughout the boxing world. Now, as Fury prepares for a second chance on December 21st to join the ranks of history's boxing greats by defeating the Cat, the former world heavyweight champ Iron Mike is not just observing, he's firmly in Fury's corner.
Just one question, Mike. Tyson Fury, Oleksandr Usyk, who wins and why?
Tyson Fury, he's overpowered. He can't run that long with him. Tyson's going to wear him down. He's going to get on him, going to wear him down, slow him down, and he's going to pound.
Tyson spoke openly before the rematch, saying, Usyk is the best heavyweight in the world at the moment, but I'm going for Fury to beat him. Why? Because I'm a fan. Because his father gave him my name. I'm not abandoning him now. Pound for pound superstar Terence Crawford backed Usyk in the first fight. For the rematch, however, he absolutely believes Fury can turn it round. It will be more competitive.
Prediction for the Usyk and Tyson Fury fight. Both of them win. I like both of them. It's going to be a great.
Elaborating, the four-weight world champion said, the Gypsy King will benefit from the experience and be able to make significant adjustments. I know the first fight I picked Usyk, and, Usyk, a good friend of mine, Tyson's a good friend as well, but not as close as me and Usyk. I think it's going to be an exciting fight again. I think Tyson Fury is going to go to the drawing board to try to pick up where he left off, make the adjustments earlier than he did in the first fight. I don't think he got overconfident. I just think Tyson went through a lot in his personal life, and I just think his training, the fight being postponed, that all plays a factor. I think this fight is going to be more competitive. I just think Tyson Fury is going to come in with a different game plan like he did with Deontay Wilder.
Great fight. May the best man win. And to the new undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, congratulations.
Former unified title champ Lewis has thrown his support behind Usyk for a repeat victory, commenting, "It's going to be a tough fight for both guys. It's going to be mentally tough. It's going to be physically tough. They're going to push each other on the mental basis far. They're going to push each other physically far. Both guys want to win this fight." He added that the upcoming bout is set to be a serious clash. Both guys want something from this, and it's going to be a mental challenge and a physical challenge. I think it's going to be a banger. It's going to be a serious fight. One guy was more serious than the other guy in the first fight. You could say Tyson Fury lost that fight and Usyk won it. Reports The Express, US.
It's going to be a tough fight for both guys. It's going to be mentally tough. It's going to be physically tough. They're going to push each other on the mental basis.
Lewis also noted Fury's increased focus for the rematch. Now it's a situation where they're having another fight. Tyson Fury has to win that fight, so he's going to be more focused. He's going to put a little bit more weight on to get through this fight, and he's a lot more serious. He firmly believes in Usyk's track record. Well, I cannot go against Usyk. Oleksandr Usyk has proven himself time and time again, and he's still undefeated. On what went wrong for Fury previously, Lewis said, "It really comes down to who boxes the best, who's smart in the ring. I didn't think Tyson Fury was smart in the first fight. I think he played around a little bit too much and allowed Oleksandr Usyk to really pile up the points."
So both guys want something from this, and it's going to be a mental challenge and a physical challenge.
Lennox, I spoke to Michael Moorer this week in Hamburg.
He concluded with a nod to Usyk's formidable presence. Oleksandr Usyk is a difficult opponent. He moves all the time, he's always throwing punches, he's in great shape, and that's hard to beat. The heavyweight championship bout for the World Boxing Association, World Boxing Organization, and World Boxing Council titles is set to light up Riyadh, Saudi Arabia on Deck 21. Fury, gearing up for the fight, shared his strategy. "I'll just throw more this time, keep hitting him in the face more often than I did last time." He added, "I'm just going to box smart, box clever, and if I catch him, get him out of there. Pretty similar to what I did last time. A little bit less clowning around and a bit more focus, and that's it, really."
Speaking in this corner.
Don't they say usually, Lennox, that the boxer usually wins the rematches? Like, right? Is that like a correct assumption? So, like, with that being said, like, should people be favored?
After a blistering 9th round, where he had the Britons staggering in a daze, the Ukrainian went on to clinch a split decision victory to become heavyweight boxing's first undisputed world champion in 25 years. The last man to hold that title was Lewis. He is also someone who knows a thing or two about rematches on the grandest stage. After his controversial draw with Evander Holyfield in 1999, the former Olympian left no room for doubt in the rematch later in the year. Either side of those Holyfield showdowns, Lewis went out to avenge shock defeats against Oliver McCall and Hasim Rahman in vicious fashion, reclaiming world titles on both occasions. For Fury, the stakes are just as high, having suffered the only defeat of his professional career last May. From rounds 4 to 7, Fury was in control, lashing through with shuddering uppercuts as he goaded and showboated in front of his opponent.
It was Oleksandr Usyk. But for Tyson, you know, he can look back at the fight. He's an up and down fighter where, you know, sometimes he's down, sometimes
those antics would come back to haunt him, and if he comes up short again on Saturday, may continue to do so for the rest of his career. The WBO, WBA, and WBC titles will be up for grabs this weekend, with the IBF title now in the possession of Daniel Dubois. Lewis believes Fury will have learned from those mistakes and is desperate for him to even the score in Riyadh to set up an even bigger trilogy fight in 2025, but the former undisputed king believes the current reign will continue at Fury's expense. Tyson will have learned the most from the first fight. He learned that this little rabbit is a big rabbit, Lewis said. He knows how to move, be elusive, and how to work at the right times. Now, he has to go back and reassess what he needs to do. Showboating and all that type of thing, he has to push that out of the way and be more focused to win. Lewis added, "I want to see the trilogy." Tyson is good at the trilogies and he's boxed them before. He is used to what they are all about and what to do. Right now, he's one down. He knows that and knows he needs to step up his game.
he's up. Right now he's down, but he's pretty focused on getting back up. So he needs to go in there and, you know, get the job going.
Giving his fight prediction, Lewis said, "For one thing, Oleksandr Usyk has proven himself that he is a winner and he hasn't lost yet. So I can't go against Usyk. All I can say is this fight is going to be a different fight." Tyson's preparation, I believe, is a lot better than the first fight, so he is prepared and knows what needs to happen in the ring. All he has to do is go out there and do it. I felt bad when Tyson was saying, "I have won the fight already." You have to go out and win the fight. You have to prove to the world that you deserve to win that fight. Golden Boy CEO and former world champion Oscar De La Hoya spoke to Fight Hub TV, where he was asked if he feels there will be a different outcome in the rematch. "Yes, I do. Yes, I do."
Usyk and Tyson Fury. Do you see the fight going any differently this time around?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Just by knowing certain facts that Tyson was going through, but it doesn't mean that Usyk is going to come.
Just by knowing certain facts that Tyson was going through, it doesn't mean Usyk isn't going to come with everything. He's going to be better, faster, wiser, tougher. He's going to know how to handle Tyson because of the first fight and the confidence he has. The Golden Boy then went on to comment on the heart Tyson Fury showed after it was revealed his wife Paris had suffered a miscarriage in the days leading up to the fight. "I think Fury, his head is going to be there for once. We didn't know what happened, the tragic news that took place. Do you know what that does to a fighter? Let's talk about the heart Tyson has to go in there. Anybody would have canceled. Tyson goes in there and fights Usyk, unbelievable. So I really see this fight as a 50-50 fight. But I have to give Tyson the edge."
He's going to know how to handle Tyson because of the first fight and the confidence he has. But I think Fury, his head's gonna be there for once, okay? We didn't know what happened, the tragic news that...
Bill Haney, father of boxer Devin Haney, predicted what the outcome of that long-awaited rematch between the two heavyweight fighters might be. In interviewer DJ Vlad's podcast, Bill Haney touched on the subject of the rematch, which will take place on December 21st at the same venue as their first fight, the Kingdom Arena, and his response was blunt.
Fury again.
Oh, so you think it's going to be 2-0?
It'll be 2-0.
Right. I mean, Fury is a interesting guy, man. Doesn't look like a world champion boxer, but you throw...
I didn't think Usyk was going to do Fury like he did. Usyk has made me a believer in his boxing. Yes, he has made me a believer. I think he will beat Fury again, and then he will go 2-0 in his favor, Haney said. The show's host, DJ Vlad, said that Fury does not seem to be a heavyweight world champion, but has proven to be a great fighter.
Him in the ring and...
He's a fighter. He's a fighter.
He's a real fighter.
No, he's a fighter. He comes from a fighter family.
Yeah.
His dad, a mastermind within himself. So I expect.
Haney's response confirmed what Vlad said. He's a fighter. He comes from a family of fighters. His father, John Fury, is a mastermind, so Fury will be ready for the fight. But still, I stick with Usyk's triumph, Haney replied. The first fight aroused great interest in the boxing world, so something bigger is expected for this second chapter between the Briton and the Ukrainian. However, the economic issue has been a roller coaster in the negotiations. In an interview with TNT Sports, Holyfield explained the game plans that each of the champions should adopt in what will surely be the biggest test in each of their respective careers.
People don't pick on big guys. Usyk don't have to bully them. Usyk know how to fight. He's more prepared. He understands he ain't got the longer arm. Usyk kind of in that era like me. He ain't the tallest. He ain't the shortest. But so he had to make more adjustment.
Both of the fighters are great fighters, but both of them fight in two different styles. I think that if the fight becomes not very aggressive, I think that it favors Tyson Fury. If the fight becomes a busy fight, very close, I think that it is going to come out to Usyk. Usyk is a guy that, when it comes down to just fighting, he is a fighter. Tyson Fury is a thinking fighter. If things get to be slow, there is a good chance that he will win. Size has something to do with the style of fight that you fight. Tyson Fury is the tall guy, so if he can keep him out there, at range, he has the longer arms, and of course he is going to win. If they get close, then I think it will come down to whoever has got the faster hands. Then the little guy has got faster hands. He takes a good shot, and he is always busy.
But he accustomed to making adjustments. So the fight always gonna work out for the guy who can make the adjustment. So he's the guy that.
So based on that, do you stylistically?
I'm always go to Usyk.
Usyk. Yeah.
I was just like Usyk. I was one of those types of fighters, but if I don't fight the right fight, then I am not going to win them all. That's pretty much the same as when I fought Lennox Lewis. He is the long, tall fighter. He is going to get there faster if I stay away from him. If I stay on him, then I can get him. Aside from Oleksandr Usyk, the only other boxer in the history of the heavyweight division to have achieved that feat is the legendary American Evander Holyfield.
I think he had to be able to step back, come forward, step back. Boxing is one of the things that grabbing people.
Speaking to Fight Hype, The Real Deal made it clear that Fury needs to jab his way to victory against Usyk when they meet again. Fury, he's got to use the jab more if he's going to do anything next time. He's going to have to do a double jab sometimes. I think sometimes when he grabs and holds a person, it makes it worse for him. He needs to be able to step back with the jab and come forward. Holding people sometimes gives the other person a little bit more rest and a chance to hit you.
Fight. Tyson Fury suffers a cut in sparring and it's postponed.
Well, it can happen. It's all depend on, did he have everything on that he's supposed to have on? You have that.
Holyfield has first-hand experience when it comes to dealing with cuts on fight night, as Larry Holmes opened a prior wound over his right eye during their bout in 1992. However, Holyfield, who required 36 stitches, finished the fight and emerged victorious, with Holmes vomiting after the final bell due to total exhaustion. Speaking about his experience dealing with a cut mid-fight and the impact it will have on this weekend's fight, Holyfield told Mail Sport, "When you get cut, there is nothing quite like the feeling of your own blood. It's warm, really warm. Usually, when you get cut, you're tempted to keep touching it, but you make it worse by touching it. The objective after getting cut is not to get it bust again or hit again.
The headgear's on. I don't see how he got hit like that. If because the headgear will be thick enough to before they hit you in your eyes, it hit the pads.
So, the fight is going to be a lot harder for you because you have to be cautious of it. It's pretty aggravating. Tactically, you have to keep your hands up to make sure you are protecting that area during the rest of the fight. Usyk will target that area against Fury on Saturday night. That's boxing. My old thing is that I am going to make you look bad or whatever. If I think that could throw you off, I am going to do it. I am going to hit you with 6 points. I am going to hit you with 8 points. You aren't thinking about anything else other than not letting him get the better of you. Usyk became just the first man to follow in Holyfield's footsteps this year by becoming just the second boxer in history to win the undisputed championship in 2 weight classes, cruiserweight and heavyweight.
Usyk's a smaller guy, which probably don't be the fastest guy, but I think Tyson Fury, because
Shakur Stevenson is willing to bet real money on his pick for the Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk rematch. The heavyweight pair are set to fight their rematch on December 21st at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. This will be the second time the pair duke it out under the Riyadh season banner. The Ukrainian fighter will look to eliminate any doubt about the legitimacy of his first win in their rematch. For Fury, it is an opportunity to avenge the sole loss on his otherwise perfect record. But even though the Cat is the first person to beat the Gypsy King inside the ring, Stevenson does not think he will be able to replicate his effort in the rematch.
Too much. You gotta realize Tyson Fury is 270, 260. He's too big for a lot of them heavyweights, and he got boxing skills, and he know how to use this.
The young boxer has tweeted his predictions for the fight and is so confident that he is even urging his fans to put money on his pick. I got Fury in the rematch. Whoever want to bet some bread on it, hit my line. Long as he is in dog shape, it's gonna be easy. Stevenson believes it will be an easy night for Fury. It would seem that for the second time in a row, the Cat is being counted out of the fight, which could again prove to be a motivation for the Ukrainian.
I don't know if Usyk is gonna be able to beat him. Usyk is a tremendous talent, but I just don't see it.
Was that a low blow?
Was it a low blow? Which means
Usyk is not someone you want to bet against. History has a funny way of repeating itself every now and then, and every time Usyk has been the underdog, he has beat the odds to win the fight. However, Fearless has a reason for putting all his weight behind the Mancunian fighter. After picking the Gypsy King to dethrone Oleksandr Usyk, Stevenson of course owed fans an explanation, especially since he seemed happy enough to ask them to bet real money on his pick.
I don't know if Usyk is gonna be able to beat him. Usyk is a tremendous talent, but I just don't see it.
Was that a low blow?
Was it a low blow? Which means
Fans in the comments were quick to call out Fearless's for counting the champ out like everyone did last time. However, he had a very simple logic for his prediction. Usyk, one of the greatest I ever seen, to be honest, but if Tyson Fury is in tip-top shape and locked in, I got him FS. And that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out.